Who likes hot fries? I love them. Real good price. Minnow tank. I feed my piranha and other fish downstairs at these minnows. Quick update today, because I said I would. I uploaded the other video, so I said I'd upload one today and give you an update. So, guess what? Your boy had got himself a motorcycle's license. I passed. So now I can enjoy riding at night and listening to music, and I shouldn't say some of the stuff I do about, because I've opened myself up for criticism, but riding without a helmet. I ride without a helmet naturally. I know that's really dangerous, but I'm talking about in the city and stuff, so today I really enjoyed that. Because in Wisconsin, laws, all I need is my glasses and I'm allowed to listen to music and everything here. We have a pretty free society. Still, Johnny, you're gonna wake up one morning and this bad boy's gonna be right outside your door. Johnny told me, my buddy told me this thing works and blah blah blah. I know damn well it never worked because I hooked it up last night right here in the whole machine was shaking. I should do it for you right now. Johnny, you're going to be helping me take that to the dump. Yep. I'm going to hook it up and hit the go button so you guys can see this. And tell me if Johnny was BSing me when he said that it was working pretty good when he had it. It just said it didn't drain. I'll hit the start on it. See, I put it on drain spin. I'll just hit this and we'll come back to it. Sensing. There's nothing in there. And you're going to see that there's something majorly wrong with it. Anyway, so then it wasn't my mice because this was in the driveway and I kept a really close eye on it. That was chewed up the wiring and stuff on this car. I got it all rewired, which is funny because get this. So I rewired all this all the way through the sensors and everything because there was a check engine light. Come to find out, the check engine light had nothing to do with all the wires that were cut, believe it or not. And the car ran fine, believe it or not, without like 3 sensors. That it shouldn't be running fine. But these old cars are something else, They just dump so much gas. Look at it. Does that seem fine, Johnny? Does that seem like it's normal? What do you think? Do you think I got my buddy lied to me? How could anybody not know there's something wrong with that machine, Johnny? Here's the, I cleaned it all up, leveled it off. I had an extra door that's actually pretty solid wood. It is solid wood. And I'm using that as like storage over there. I'm going to keep my eyes to make sure there's no mice or whatever. So anyway, what happened was the battery I left it sit for months and it would start. The car would start just fine, right? So I finally went through and we rewired the whole thing. And wouldn't you know that the sensors must take up a little bit of juice so the battery completely died. I just found that really ironic. I always try to do the right thing, and then the right thing always bites me in the ass. If I would have just left it alone, it probably would have. That's just how I am. That's how it is in life. So doing the right thing. There's no good deed goes unpunished. I got it all cleaned up over here. I didn't see a mouse today at all. I'm keeping my eyes open. You'll see they'll make holes. That's not a hole. That's just my foot. Or the tire mark for the lawnmower. And I'm only keeping stuff I absolutely need. Keeping stuff off the ground. Watching my gutters to make sure I don't have any critters crawl up there. Up here, I really only have stuff I need. Except for a couple stupid decorations. And I've been really lazy. And I'm not in the editing mood lately. I don't get enough views. So this is just for people that enjoy my life. So it's going to be long form videos. 15 to 20 minutes right now, but I got to come up with a better solution for this too. But like I said, I was just like that other guy, you know, the garage was destroyed and I was just packing stuff on it. You seen that other car I had. That other car I had was horrible. So to me, I was just like, whatever. So, that laundry machine, it's fairly obvious that it's the spring and rods in the basket. Now, do I want to take it apart? Do I want to rip it apart? Are washing machines worth the time and effort? Or is it going to the junk? That's the question. It's probably going to the junk. So... it's probably going to the junk. Anyway, this is completely level. The only thing I'm considering doing is springs and stuff because I've never done them. See how it's bouncing around like this? That means there's a problem with the springs. From what I gathered. It's all wore out. A spring probably busted too because you can tell it doesn't... Is it sitting level in there? No, not really. Not necessarily. We got a busted spring, so I'll have to take this apart. The only good news there is maybe I'll make it a video. And I'll have to cover the top to keep water out of the board. But, I mean, who wants to be my neighbor? That's what really gets me. Nobody. Who wants to be a neighbor to a guy that's got all this junk here all the time? Now I'm trying to get this cord unplugged. I just get a kick out of it. Well, it seemed to be running fine, he said. There's no way, Johnny, considering I know you do all the laundry over there, that you had no idea there wasn't a major malfunction going on with that son of a bitch. You just seen it, you guys. You just seen it, Johnny. There's no way. I distinctly remember you saying that the only problem it had was that the water wasn't draining. So now we know it's probably got multiple problems. Multiple. That the suction motor's probably bad. And that the springs are all busted. And I wouldn't even care, and I really don't care. It's mostly I'm just laughing about it, but I really don't care because it's to be expected. Johnny's done stuff for me too, though. So, cars. He's helped me with cars I've sold and things, this, that, and other. But I got to be leery now, Johnny, when you call me and say, hey, I got something for you. I'm going to end up like this again. And I don't even care. But the problem is now, there was a center right here, right over these houses. About 2 blocks over that would take absolutely anything, TVs, and now they said no appliances. And you can take them then, so then I have to go a couple miles to the recycling center. The problem with that is they got nails everywhere for your tires. Every time you go there, you almost have to take the stuff out and walk it there. So that's what you might be doing, Johnny. I don't even want to hear it. Don't even try to tell me you won't, because you'll have a washing machine in your front yard. Anyway, I did my motorcycle test today, so I'm in a good mood, Johnny. So, I've been driving around all over the city. I seen you were working, so I thought you'd have off of work this weekend with your family reunion and all that. But I seen you had to work, so I won't give you too much of a hard time. So yeah, I got my ladder. That's my roofing ladder I made. What was I talking about? That's the problem with long form videos. If you don't have like a set direction where you're going. All that work I did on this boat, all the freaking work, and now I haven't even gone fishing now in weeks. Probably since my last video, so 2 or 3 weeks for sure. I burnt myself out. I went all them days. I broke all this stuff back and forth. Installation. I did all this, installing this for my lights, my light pole, flag, all this stuff. If you've seen my videos, I got a boat that runs perfect, and now I just wore myself out. The car pulleys are all just squealing from the sand that got in there when I got the car stuck, and everything just wore me out. I'm really pumped. Oh, and I was going to say, what was I going to say? I was going to say, there's my buddy Wally's chainsaw. I checked the compression. It's not good today before I threw it in the dump because it's going to go in the junk. I'm getting ready to throw stuff away this week again. More stuff. So that's Wally's chainsaw. Something happened. It's losing compression. It's only got half the compression it's supposed to. I was going to put that on camera, but I know you guys believe me, so I don't have to do any of that. I got this water heater I had that was in the house for 30 years. 30, more, I think. I think it's from the 87 or something. Because I looked up the part number and they only made it. Look at the size of the steel they used to have on that. And then this is where the bunnies come to eat here. And that's where the rat sneaks in on me. And so I got it pretty clean. I got a pile of junk over here I know nobody wants to see. So I'm going to cut it all up the best I can. And then I'll throw it in this dumpster this week. I'll have another full dumpster again. This will be 3 weeks. Because last week I had a full dumpster too. Remember, I was cleaning the garage last week. So I'll have another full dumpster, and I think I won't be caught up for another 2 weeks having a dumpster that's actually usable. Anyway, I'm at the DMV today, and I'm nervous as hell, you guys. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I don't care what age you are, and you could tell yourself this and that. You know, the classes, they want $300 or $400 now. Okay, you can bypass it by taking a motorcycle class. And it's $300 or more. I think last time I checked, it was $300 already. And it used to be cheaper. At the technical colleges in your area, well, here in town, it's $300. And then you bypass the test at the DMV. But in my mind, I was like, and this doesn't even include the equipment. If you go to there, you have to have specific motorcycle jacket, which is expensive. It's got to be rated for motorcycles. And I had one, but it's made for a girl. I should have put it on and wore it in this video. So it's a woman's large, and I couldn't even move my arms, right? You have to have a jacket. You have to have boots, motorcycle equipment. You have to have boots that go over the ankles and are leather. They can't be like basketball shoes. You have to have gloves that are motorcycle rated, which is another $50, full finger gloves. You have to have a helmet whatever. Just everything about it is expensive. They even want you to have pants that were full leather to go to this motorcycle class and everything else. Then you're taking all the time out of your schedule. Anyways, I was like, if I can just knock out a test and do a test, and they don't want you to do the test. When I went in there and it's scheduled throughout the year. I got scared and nervous because it's like, who wants to do it? You can all sit here and say, oh, you're such a wuss. Yeah, right. I couldn't even sleep last night. I don't want to do that. Who wants to go get followed on a motorcycle? And it was a while. It was a 15-minute, 20-minute test. And you got all types of things you got to do. Then I just found out because I lost the book. They give you a book you're supposed to study. So you know like what side of the lane to stay in because you're not supposed to switch because there's 3 different areas in the lane and you're not supposed to stay in the middle because it can get oil stains, blah, blah, blah. So there's all these things you're supposed to know. And of course I lost the book because, you know, in my head, I'm like, I'll probably just cancel it like I've done 100 times. You can sign up for a test and then just cancel it within 24 hours. You don't get charged. But I went in there and they finally told me, they're like, this is my 3rd set of attempts in 3 years, right? And I'm on my last leg. They're like, you can't get another set. You're only allowed 3. So after this, you got to take the class. So I'm like, this is it. I got 1 month to pass the test. So I got the test in, and then I still wussed out 2 days ago and canceled it because I cancel it and then I look for another one and then schedule it another month and keep putting it off. And there was none for the rest of the year. So I just sat there and watched, and within a half hour, my original appointment showed back up because I canceled and I retook it. So I went in there and passed. Anyway, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got lucky as hell too. It was the guy's first day doing tests. He worked there and he was about my age, but it was his first day doing tests. So he hadn't, like the lady that was training him, it was more important. She was riding along with him. The manager was riding along with the guy doing the tests. So she was really training him in a way, so they were less. I got lucky because the guy before me, a really cool kid named Nick. I don't know his last name. He went to high school, the same high school I did, just a young guy. And we were with each other for like 2 hours today because then we had to sit and wait in the line or whatever. But when he pulled back in, he almost put the motorcycle all the way down. Literally, he hit the front brake instead of the back brake, and his whole Harley went on it, almost on its complete side. If not, it did. I think it might have actually touched on its side. And he's a big boy. He was like big enough to pull it back up, and they passed him. So I was like, I got a good chance of passing today. Because the manager and the other guy were kind of... He worked there for years. So she was there for 40 years or something. But they were getting kind of they were nippy at each other because they're both stuck in this SUV and they both work there. And he's a younger guy like me. The younger, I say younger, 38 or so. He was in his late 30s. And he was kind of talking back to her right in front of us, because she kept telling him what to do and how to do it. And like he never worked at the DMV, and he's been working at the DMV for like 20 years or something, 15, 20. He just hadn't been a test driver. They drive behind you in an SUV. He just hadn't done that job. So she kept treating him like he was a new employee, and he started getting, I was like... Then I saw that guy come back, and he almost tipped it all the way. He did tip it mostly all the way. He did. And broke I don't know how many laws coming back because he went right through the parking lot, through all these parking spots. And I thought I got a really good chance of passing today. So, yeah. So you're only allowed to get 21 points taken off, and I only got 4. But the thing is, because I missed... 2 head checks so I didn't know that you have to check every road you go by that can come into your road. You got to check down, and because you have to do all these things, and U-turns are tough. That's your toughest thing, a U-turn, because you got to stay in the same lane. I didn't know, so when I was practicing, I thought you could cross over. So when you do a U-turn, I thought you could go in the right lane when you like it was legal to go over to the right lane when you do a U-turn. No, you have to stay in the tight lane on a motorcycle. So you have to do a teardrop maneuver and look ahead, and if your feet touch, you fail the ground. If your feet touch the ground on a U-turn, you auto fail. So that's what you want to practice. I'm telling you right now. If anybody watching my videos goes for a motorcycle license, you better practice your U-turns. They're real tough. I'd say somewhere between 70 and 100 of them yesterday. 6 straight hours I did U-turns. I found a good set of stoplights that you could go back and forth, and I just went back. In 6 hours I did them because I had no idea that you had to maintain it in one lane like that. Like you're in a lane and you got to go directly to the next lane. And it's tough, especially if you're going uphill. Trust me, I almost put the bike down multiple times. You laugh all you want. I'm a good rider. It's tough. And then sometimes you'll just have a lapse where it happens, where you just you have to put your foot down, and if you do that, you're in trouble on the test. They can fail you. They could probably let it go and take most all your points away, but then you're probably going to fail anyway. So that was the big thing, and I aced that today. And it's in your head. It's tough. You guys, if you've never turned a motorcycle, it's like going from one parking spot to the next parking spot. That's it for the U-turn. And if you've never done that on a motorcycle, like that's one thing you never think to do. Like I've been riding my whole life, and I don't know if I've ever done U-turns. Maybe, but you don't think about it. You go to the second lane because it's so much easier. You don't turn into the next lane. You go to the one to the right. Who cares, in your head. So anyway, I just spent 4 minutes explaining that to you. But anyway, yeah, I got a little lucky today. So I'm not going to lie to you. It seemed like they were more concerned about their what they had to get done during training than they were concerned about me and this young guy. And he was a really good kid, and he's going to start working at the Budweiser. He's going for a CDL too, eventually here. But I had a good conversation with him for over an hour. He's going to play football for Ripon College. He got a starter at Ripon College, or I guess there's multiple teams. He's on the second team. I don't know how it works for that. He said for Division 3 they got multiple teams. He's a big boy. He's not gonna have any problem working his way up. He's just a young guy, 18, 19. But yeah, kind of met a guy that I thought I really had. It turned out to be a good day, so I'm not upset. But that's update of the day. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend.